Welcome. I'm not alone. All right, so you guys who are tuning in, you've been a part of this for a little while. Since the beginning of this year, we've been doing the Wednesday live stream on both YouTube and Twitter at 4 p.m. Central Time with Wesley Todd and Michael Belch, who are local members in good standing of my local church, handling all kinds of topics from a biblical worldview. Today, you might notice it's two different guys. And they happen to be matching.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Precious.
We're matching most
Who
days.
are you?
We actually
Who
are
are
matching
you?
most days.
You probably know who these guys are.
My name is Haunted, and this is my friend Cosmos.
Yeah, actually, that is our
Kramer.
legal, or now our legal name.
Cosmos
No,
Kramer.
I'm Brian Sauvé.
I'm Ben Garrett.
Ben Garrett, my good friend. I pastor a church out in Ogden, Utah called Refuge Church. Do a bunch of podcasts, King's Hall, Bright Hearth. But really, let's say most importantly, Haunted Cosmos with my guy, Ben Garrett.
That's bold. Wow.
I mean...
I also attend Refuge Church. I'm a pastoral candidate there, and I am the showrunner for Haunted Cosmos that I co-host with my friend, Cosmos.
Cosmos Kramer.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's better than Sweet Psalmist of Ogden.
So here's the deal. So if you're new to Right Response Ministries, this is what I want you to know. Okay, so we have three main shows every week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Monday is Theology Applied, where I have a guest from wherever, and it's just remote. We're piping them in virtually and handling the topic, and it's just a one and done situation. An hour-long episode on a topic, on a text, on a doctrine. There you go. Wednesday is the same two guys from my church PM each week. We're taking a break today. Then Fridays, though, that's why they're out here. So Friday, this is a new thing we started this year. We're a month into our first season. So it's going to be 4 seasons in a year, Q1, 2, 3, and 4. Q1, January through March, is Andrew Isker and A.D. Robles. And so that's going over Isker's book, The Boniface Option. It's 9 episodes long, and that's every Friday right now. This Friday, upcoming, I think will be episode 5 in that series. And but after that, Q2, so the very first Friday in the month of April, is going to start our second season of the Friday Special. And each season is a different topic, but also a different set of guests. And it's these guys. So we have 10 episodes. So it's 9 episodes right now with Isker and AD on the Boniface Option, chopping down Trash World and rebuilding Christendom 2.0. And then Q2, starting in April, the first Friday in April, 4 p.m. Central Time, is going to be a Haunted Cosmos themed 10 episodes. So we've got 10 main episodes and 2 hour-long bonus episodes, which is awesome. And what I'd like to do is just give you guys a taste, not the content, but I am comfortable, if you guys are as well, giving away the titles of all 10 episodes.
That sounds
so
great.
They know.
Let's do it.
Yep. Okay. And I think as we do it, maybe I do it fast, and then we say, these are our favorite ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Episode number 1, Hollow Earth. Episode number 2, Mermaids. Episode number 3, Giants. Episode number 4, Giants. Episode number 5.
It's a big topic.
It's a big issue.
It's a big topic.
Massive.
Yeah, it really is. Episode number 5, that's a pun. Episode number 5, Angels. Episode number 6, Ghosts. Episode number 7, Bigfoot. Episode number 8, Fairies. Spelled Faeries. You can spell fairies like 7 different ways.
Not the guy who wrote the song Tiny Dancers.
Exactly.
Not that kind.
So that's what would be known as theologically as a high fairy, Elton John.
Incorrect. But the other kind
we're
of fairies.
talking about elemental spirits.
Yeah.
So
Why
anyway,
does that
but
offend me
we
so
can't-
much?
we can't-
It really should. Ben, it should.
we can't give too much away. But that's episode 8 is fairies. Episode 9, witches. Episode 10,
Atlantis.
Yes.
Atlantis. And then your bonus episodes is a second part on Hollow Earth and also a whole thing on, well, the tools.
Psychedelics.
The tools of witches.
Yep.
Exactly, to commune with the dark arts. Yep.
Yeah.
So again, Hollow Earth, Mermaids, Giants, Angels, Ghosts, Bigfoot, Fairies, Witches, and Atlantis.
It's a hard-hitting lineup,
So
Joe.
that's a productive
What did
lineup.
you guys think?
And we
I think-
recorded all these in less than 48 hours.
Yes,
Just
but
for
with
the record.
plenty of prep leading into it. I mean, so it's
Our whole
serious.
lives have been
we
leading
worked
up
hard.
to
Whole life
Like,
is
what
been
counts
prepared.
as prep?
Yeah. So, but they're fantastic. But some are more. They're not equally fantastic. All
No, they're not.
fantastic, but
Yeah.
not equally fantastic. What are your favorites?
You go first. What's your top three?
Top three that we've done? I would say our ghosts episode hit really hard.
Yeah.
Because it's such an important topic when you're looking at this rising interest in paranormal phenomenon and just, I think it's some of the foundations of the demonic deception there. So I'm going to put ghosts up there in the top three.
Fair.
I'm going to put our episode on Hollow Earth, Primary Water, because it's so far out of what anybody's probably thought of.
And that
people
one,
have heard of Bigfoot, but
you
not
guys
that.
brought, I'll be honest, I have nothing to be ashamed of. You guys, in terms of topics, you brought a good 60 to 70% of the idea.
Yeah.
Of the horsepower, right? Because you're already doing a whole show that's themed on this. That's why I invited you in the first place. But if there was one idea that I brought to the table,
was you.
It was Hollow Earth. And under Hollow Earth, it's not the title, but it is packed into that episode with plenty of attention.
Yeah.
Is primary water theory.
Well, Joel,
and if you're not primary water theory, Maxim,
I'm telling you,
you're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
get yourself a spouse that talks about, you the way
this-
Joel talks
about primary water. Joel loves you. Just to put this in perspective,
You have no idea.
Joel Webbin wanted Haunted Cosmos to fly out to Texas
To talk
and
about
do
my
the first
thing.
17 episodes on Hollow Earth and Primary Water. We had to talk him down to just doing
Joel,
like a mega
multiple
episode.
times this week, Joel has said, and I quote, "We got number one, Gospel of Jesus Christ. Number two, primary
In
water."
terms of certainty,
in terms of importance, that's also the correct order.
I was going to say,
just a wider gap. But in terms of certainty, I am absolutely certain that we're saved by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone. I'm almost that certain, though,
yeah,
that primary water is a thing.
got to listen.
is a matter of faith.
Third favorite,
Okay.
got to be Atlantis.
Oh.
Can't beat Atlantis.
Yeah, it was
because it was
so
our
good.
first episode of Haunted Cosmos,
Right.
High Strangeness on the High Seas,
Which is so cool, and it's our last episode.
Yeah, and it was the first thing. Ben and I were traveling for a conference, and we were researching for this first episode. And Atlantis was discovering where the real Atlantis is, which we know for a fact. Discovering that was like one of those moments where we went from just good friends to like, people are going to be uncomfortable to be around us.
Yeah, because of how much we enjoy one another's company.
And it was Atlantis there.
And I want everyone to know right now, if you're watching and you have happened to listen to the first episode of Haunted Cosmos, High Strangeness on the High Seas, and you got to the Atlantis section of that episode and thought, wow, this is really cool. I want you to know
There's more.
that it almost didn't happen. Well, it was about a 5 minutes worth of research afterthought that we shoehorned in at the very end. And then also, there's more.
There's more.
A lot more.
With
Yeah, 'cause
Joel,
you
we
guys-
talked about even more.
You guys talked about it because still to date, that's probably my favorite episode that you guys have done on Haunted Cosmos.
Yes.
Because I love this, because it's deeply spiritual, but it's not just spiritual. It's like, no, this was real. It's physical. It's in nature. It's his history. There's a historical. I like that. Like ghosts are relevant. It matters. You need to have. You need so that you don't fall for deception. You need to have a firm biblical framework for understanding something like a ghost.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that doesn't matter. It matters. If it didn't matter, we wouldn't do it. But there's a whole. It's just a whole different category to say, ghosts versus Atlantis, a city that really did exist, and because of primary water theory, it's coming back.
What guy doesn't want to go out in the ocean and heed the call of the wind and the waves and jump on a ship and go quest for new lands?
Yeah,
I'm with you. That first episode was magic.
Much like
It was.
Tuor, son of Huor,
That's what I'm saying.
and
It's
Arendil,
deep in us.
son of Tuor.
Yeah, Arendil was a mariner that tarried in Arvernian. He built a boat of Timberfeld and Nimberfeld a journey in.
That's right.
Okay.
And he made it to the Undying Lands, and he pleaded the cause of the two kindreds before the gods. So I actually,
What do you think?
Yours were ghosts.
Yeah, what are your top three?
I was Ghosts, Atlantis, and
Is
what was
that
the
like
middle one?
1, 2, 3, or just
hard to say.
the top three?
What was my middle one?
Yours were ghosts. Man,
Hollow Earth?
Hollow Earth,
that's
Primary
right.
Water. And
Okay, so this
Atlantis.
is good. So we're mostly different.
Okay, cool.
wow.
Yeah.
So mine, in no particular.
Oh, Witches was so good too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I can tell
Witches
you
was
things.
really good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And you're right. You're right, at least on one of them. Fairies has to be in the top three.
Okay, yeah, fairies is for sure. It's hard
Fairies
to
was insane.
I feel like I have a vested interest in that episode because of how sincerely I believe that topic.
and you swayed me. I sincerely believe
Yeah.
it. Not primary water theory level, but
sure,
like,
sure.
No, me
Dude,
too.
what
That
can
was-
reach that except the gospel of Jesus Christ? For John?
you did. I think by the time we were done talking through rough and tumble through fairies, my fundamental perspective had at least changed somewhat.
I got to give a defense of my real view on fairies. So fairies is in there. Ghost is in there.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
I feel like we
Two
were
Ghosts.
so locked in.
We were locked in.
We were so locked in. It was amazing. And then this might be a dark horse for you guys. Mermaids.
Oh,
Really?
I love that you said that.
It's on Joel's
I was
list.
hoping.
Now look. Don't.
And if Joel ever tries to tell you,
let's not get carried away.
Mermaids, because it was the most hinged and valid.
no, absolutely not.
Mermaids, not because I'm convinced
He's
of all the
convinced. He's
ideas that we
convinced.
discussed, or
100%.
even I'm actually less convinced today, maybe.
Yeah,
than I
less.
was. No, I'm kidding.
The mother of all mermaids, what's her name again?
Didn't you begin the episode by singing loudly "Under the Sea"?
Under the sea.
After
please
I
don't do it
gave a
again.
riveting cold open, by the way.
Great cold open.
It was like amazing, and then
From
Joel
memory.
just under the
well,
sea.
and you guys didn't even recognize it because I started actually with like just the music. I was like,
Yeah.
ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-ba-da,
We were lost.
and you're like, what is he doing?
Ben and I thought that we had accidentally been laced with DMT. We were like, what's happening?
I was like, what is the first Joel doing?
yeah.
So yeah, I
Fairies,
loved
mermaids?
fairies, loved ghosts, loved mermaids. I would say though that if I had to rank them, it would be fairies, mermaids, ghosts.
Okay.
Yep, that's
Yep.
fair.
That's what
That's
I'd
fair.
say.
I would say mermaids is in my top 3. Fairies is in my top 3. So I'm the first one to not put ghost in there. I think it was good, but not top 3. And then I can't do 3. I have to do 4.
I knew it.
I know,
Because
and I
because
know
it's-
what they're
I
going to
knew
be.
it.
It's Atlantis and Hollow Earth.
Yeah, I knew
Atlantis
it.
and Hollow Earth have to be in there,
Those are so good.
but fairies and mermaids also have to be in there.
Okay.
I think those. Would you guys agree those 4? Or no, you'd have to throw in ghosts. Both of you would say ghosts.
Yeah,
So
Deserves
here's
to
the
be
thing.
in there.
Since you said ghosts, I'll say another one that I was like, I really might say, and that's so we have fairies, mermaids. I really liked the angels episode.
Yeah, that was
I
so
really,
good.
really liked it. And I don't want the viewers to get the wrong idea. Like all of these are elite.
They're all great.
They're all so good.
They're all great, but we're just trying to whet your appetite.
Yep.
Some they're all great, but they're not all equally great. Some are greater than others. Some are more equal than
Much
others.
like
All animals are equal. They're just not all. Yeah. Some are
So,
more equal.
That's
But
right.
it was a great
Yeah,
time
I mean-
and had a blast. If you guys are following Right Response, but you don't follow Haunted Cosmos, go over on YouTube and subscribe
Yeah.
to Haunted Cosmos. Check out their content. Click the bell so that you can follow along with it when they're updating things. And you can join their Patreon and get access to early access on the main episodes. They're always leading at least 2 or 3 ahead of time. But then also you can get access to their extra show, which is not every 2 weeks, but every week.
Every week.
Yep.
The
every
Dusty
week.
Tome that Ben does, and I've listened to a few because in between seasons they'll put out, give you a little sampling,
Yeah.
and it's not like Haunted Cosmos is great, and then it's the Snickle Fritz for the
No.
it's really good quality. Ben does a
thank you.
phenomenal
It's phenomenal.
job.
Thank you.
And so anyway, so check that out, and then with us, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to Right Response. Enjoy the Q1 Friday special with Isker and AD because it really is
What a
phenomenal.
couple of kings.
What a great,
seriously.
I mean, some
Yeah,
serious
I mean,
kings. there.
Absolutely
Isker
phenomenal.
and Robles. If I could just hang out with
Oh, yeah.
like a handful of guys, both of those guys would be absolutely.
You want to
on
talk
the
about
list.
just two men that are full of mirth.
just mirth and strength and
Yep.
courage, and also know the times.
Yes.
good.
Those are
masculine
guys
men.
that-
Exactly.
Great.
They know that they can exegete scripture, but also they can exegete
They
the
can
times.
exegete
Yep.
times.
They know what's up.
Yep.
And then, so check that out now, the Friday special. If you want to get early access, I think this Friday, 2 days from now, is going to be episode 5. There's 9 episodes, and they're all highly produced. Our Friday special, it's different than our Wednesday live stream, like what we're doing right now, or even Mondays. The Friday special is the most produced. It's the cleanest, the highest level of excellence, and some of our best content. And it's the deepest dive. It's the same 2 guys on one topic, deeper and deeper and deeper. So not just 1 hour, but the Q1 is 9 episodes with Isker and AD. So 9 hours into this idea of taking out trash world and building up Christendom. So again, episode 5 will be coming out this Friday, this week, but you can get all 9 episodes by joining our Patreon. So that's just patreon.com/Right Response Ministries. So check that out. And then again, get ready because the first Friday of Q2, the month of April, comes the first episode that Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time, which is Hollow Earth. And Hollow Earth, I know you don't care because you don't know enough to even care the way you should be caring right now. But here's the deal. Hollow Earth, this is everything that's in there. It's Hollow Earth, moving from Hollow Earth to Sheol,
Yeah.
as a spiritual but also literal
And
place.
a mythical motif.
Yes. Then from Sheol, getting into Nephilim and demons and these kinds of things, and then moving to from Sheol to Bism. We talked about
The land of Bism.
The land of Bism. Take you on just a pleasant journey to the meet Gold, our friend Gold, and gold that you can eat and diamond juice, and then moving from that to primary water, and then 3 applications of primary water: the rebeautification of this world, the possible beautification and making it a hospitable place for human life of other planets like Mars, and a kind of a space trilogy, C.S. Lewis reverse kind of situation. And then
Joel's
lastly,
patented.
Yeah. And that's my idea. That is nobody has talked about
And
it.
this last one's Joel's patented fountain of youth.
The fountain,
Yes.
except in this case, it's the underground ocean of youth that doesn't have a specific geographic locale, but is actually everywhere if only we could get deep enough to access it. And it's not just going to re-beautify the world and eradicate deserts, but it's not finite water, but more water, renewed water, and it's not old water picking up certain minerals that are harmful, but it's new water, and it's the secret to fulfilling Isaiah 65 that the youth should die at 100. He was just a kid, elongating, lengthening human lifespans, and a great postmillennial hope. I'm really promising a lot, and I think we actually deliver that much.
I think so.
I think I make at least I make a strong enough case to where it's like that's possible.
It sure feels like we did.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it. Anything else? Any sign off or final thoughts you guys want to throw out there?
I was gonna say, guys, like support this stuff, because one day Haunted Cosmos would love to build a studio as elite as the one we're sitting in right now. If you guys could only see what we're seeing right
is
now,
amazing.
in terms of Joel and Nathan and what they're doing here, it's absolutely marvelous. So good
Thanks,
job, excellency, love it.
Yeah,
keep it up.
It's pretty inspiring to be here and to see how you guys work, because you're just 2 oxen. It's amazing the level of output and horsepower that's contained in the 2 of you. So,
With 2 dudes.
Yeah,
Because
really
we
inspiring.
envy you guys are doing excellence also. You're doing excellence at a higher degree, and I would just completely own it when it comes to audio. Your audio is phenomenal. Your music, Brian, but then your podcast and what you're doing with Haunted Cosmos, and it's like music, and then it's like you can just picture. You don't see it on video, but it's like, did Ben go over there and like grab some plastic, and go woo to get that noise? Like, did he make it himself with a microphone next to it? It's like the energy, the effort, the love that's put in with the audio, and of course the content. But by God's grace, I think what we're doing well is also content, but on the videos, like we're really. But the one thing that I'm jealous of is that you guys, your excellence is through the roof, but you do have a little bit of a bigger team.
Yep.
Praise
Yeah,
God.
we do.
Praise God for it.
Yeah, praise
and
God.
so me and Nathan, you guys, you hear me reference Nathan fairly often, but that's it. That's the team.
You know, one thing you should mention: your conference is coming up.
That's right. You guys are going to be
coming
there.
up, and New Christendom Press. We're putting on a conference,
Right?
Yep.
at the beginning
And
of
I'll be
June,
there.
and Joel Evan's going to be there.
And actually, so at Joel Webbin's upcoming conference, we're going to do a panel.
Yep.
That's this right here. And then at the New Christendom Press Conference, we're doing a Haunted Cosmos live show.
episode. Yep,
Live episode.
So 2 great opportunities coming up to hang out and see more there as well.
That's March
check out.
1st and 2nd, Friday and Saturday for us. And you guys, it's June.
June
June
6th
6th
to
to the
8th.
8th.
It's gonna be a Thursday evening through a Saturday, and we're gonna I'll do a live concert. Joe Rigney, Stephen Wolf,
Chase
Joel
Davis.
Webben, Eric and Dan, of course. We got a whole
Chase
big
Davis.
lineup.
Chase
Chase
Davis,
Davis. It's just gonna be a really great
So
time.
for us, it would be Right Response, Get Rid of Ministries, rightresponseconference.com. You can register, and you can actually use Haunted Cosmos as your promo code.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
get 20% off. If you want to be there in person, you only have a month left before the conference actually happens. But if you join us on Patreon, Right Response Ministries, patreon.com/Right Response Ministries, and you join us at the gold tier, which is just $10 a month. And I'll just shoot you straight. You could do it for a month and then cancel. No harm, no foul. We won't be
giving
offended.
away the sauce.
But if you do that, you'll be able to live stream the conference. For some of you guys, like some of you, you're in New Zealand. And it's like, well, I can't come. It's like, okay, that's fair. That's
Sounds
a good
like a bad.
excuse.
Sounds like an excuse.
And
to me.
you're being lazy, but no, I'm just kidding. And so if you want to live stream the conference March 1st and 3rd, it's going to cost you $10. That's it. A lot of guys are live streaming conferences for 50, 60, 70, and I'm not even saying that's wrong, but I'm just saying $10. If you're complaining about $10, then I just don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So, but go to Patreon and be a gold member and do it for, if you don't have a whole lot, I get it, and so just do it for a month. and live stream the conference. So now you guys, where do they go to register for the New Christendom Conference in June?
So
newchristendompress.com/conference.
Okay.
yeah. And any of our
Will
Haunted
you
Cosmos
guys end
episodes
up live
has that
streaming it,
link.
do you think?
We're not sure yet. We've never gotten
Right
that
now, you
live
need to
stream
sell
video
some
thing.
tickets.
So we're hoping we have an enormous venue, bigger than we've ever had
Cool.
in our one conference
Cool.
we've ever done. But true, technically that was true. It's going to be a really great venue, a historic building in our city, very close to our church, and we're really hoping to pack it out. So we made it the most family friendly conference in terms of pricing. We've got really approachable tickets there for whole families to come, which we're really excited about this year to see more kids in the audience and
Singles mixer too.
singles mixer.
Nice.
Ladies, if you're single,
It's $1.
and you want a husband, it's $1
Yeah, the
ticket.
men pay like 50.
Please consider.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know what's amazing? Last I checked, we had
You know the guys
exactly
will
the same number of men and women.
Hey,
Seriously.
nice.
That is a shock to me.
Praise God.
Yep. So
Wow.
Bright Hearth
Praise God.
sponsored singles mixer as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Going on there, but really
And
looking
again,
forward to it.
For us, rightresponseconference.com.
Conference.com.
If you want to register to be there in person, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, that's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you want to just live stream it, then patreon.com/Right Ministries. For registration for your conference in June, it's one more time.
newchristendompress.com/conference.
Great.
Yep.
I think that's it.
It's great.
I agree.
Thanks, Joel.
Full send.
Yeah.
We're gone.
Go
Thank
for
you
it.
guys.